Oh, hi. Creative financing. What are the top 3 things that you should consider with creative financing? Number 1 is seller financing. Seller financing is where you have the bank involved and the seller is the bank. What does that mean? That means that you can pay a mortgage for X number of years. Sometimes there's a balloon, sometimes there's different types of arrangements, but at the end of the day, the seller is the bank, and that means you could potentially put a lower down payment. That means they're maybe a little more accepting of credit scores. And at the end of the day, you're talking to the owner, and for them, it's great because they have a steady stream over many years. Number 2, creative financing that you should know about is something called a hard money loan. Now, why is it hard? Because it's hard to deal with the interest rate that is going to come along with it. And what I mean by that is it's typically much higher than your market rate. However, they're a lot more creative and they typically don't require a credit score, and it's all about the deal. In other words, if you buy a property at X number of percent of your loan to value, they're more willing to take it just for the deal itself as opposed to the mechanics of the borrower. They're looking at, instead of credit score and down payment, they're looking at how much equity is in the property when it's repaired, so an ARV. So number 3, creative financing that's pretty cool to know about is a commercial loan. Creative financing with a commercial loan, we bought many a property this way. Typically it's 25% down. It's got to be at a certain price threshold where it makes sense for the bank. But at the end of the day, they'll cover things like rehab costs, and they'll include all of that into a commercial portfolio loan that is not sold on the secondary market. And local banks typically hold on to this because it's in their favor. They're trying to build a relationship with you, so relationship banking. These are the top 3 things for creative financing. If you want to know more, hit me up. We'll talk creative.